Really, I was going to say, really good shooter, really good driver. Might try and steal that there. Unfortunately, wraps up. But what does delays the
inevitable,
but allows your team to get reset on hoops. But it looks like the referees are calling delayed penalty against Spain with Jesus.
Probably another back contact because he had some.
Oh, I think it was on the beaters.
Oh, it might have been on the beaters as well. Yes.
I saw assistant referee Anjit seeing an incident involving the beaters in the middle. Zule going back to hoops.
The back contact rule will forever be debated one.
Yes. Where do you stand on it then? Where's your opinion?
I think it's fine, but I think a lot of side contact, that's actually back contact, doesn't get called as it should be.
Yes.
Like a lot of instances where the person has already passed the player who wants to tackle and still gets to the tackle legally in the eyes of the refs is something I'm not a fan of, because it happens more often than not that these things get not carded or called.
Yes. I think here we are. Contact after being beat this time. Okay, so not the back contact, but yes, I think you are right completely. I do like that the new back contact rule is in effect. I think we are in those, we call them teething problems, where we are trying to learn how to ref it correctly, but I do think we need to be a bit more vigilant in how we're referring that on that side contact element. Screen
Amazing
attempted being
dodge.
set there on Alberto. Yeah, Hector with the beautiful split leg dodge. Very athletic player. This is a really interesting style of quad ball for Belgium, and in particular how they all are trying to counter into this defense. Really nice pass there, Sepe, far side, just pushed in there from number 6, I believe.
Yeah, this is a thing the Belgian team does really, really well. Also, the Turkish team used to be really, really good at it. I haven't seen the Turkish do it that much anymore, but the Turkish team have I said I don't know who scored it right now, but also Hanne Hermans is really, really good. It's just appearing out of nowhere and standing at the right spot to score a goal.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see Hector and Hezule doing this passing of the dodgeball round, which is nice. A lot of teams struggle to deal with that, which is quite interesting.
As the Vienna Vanguards, a blik for the Vienna Vanguards, we explicitly trained this to play against it. And there's another boot down, yes.
But yeah, you're telling me, so you guys trained to try and play against us at EQC earlier this year?
Yes.
And how did your beaters in particular adapt to training to play that way and obviously play against that way?
I mean, I have to confess, I am not a beater, so I can't entirely talk about it. But we did a wide setup in defense, which the Malacca Vikings use, and we're trying to force it, try to force against it with like simultaneous attacks between chase and beater.
Yeah.
Right now we saw an amazing shot from Annemarie Stabel, who played in Austria 2 years ago, and then also a save by her.
And what we just saw was a really nice tackle there. Jorge and Alberto going for the tackle, switching the ball. Looked fine. Pass back to Sepe, bit long. Alberto there, blocking. Alberto there, going for the tackle, wrapping, just closing up. And Alberto jumping in and stopping it. Keeper is immune from the goaltending rule. What a beautiful display of athleticism there from Alberto. Played basketball for many years, and we're seeing those athleticism, those hops, that verticality come into effect there.
This was the thing I was talking about. A lot of athleticism, quick plays, a lot of amazing movement as an individual. But also the tackle steal from the Belgium chaser was like uniquely beautiful.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the most technical games we're going to see this weekend. In regards to, obviously, it's not just going to be two teams running at each other, trying to hit each other as hard as they can. The tackles are going to be hard, tackles are going to be strong, tackles are going to be mostly legal, as we've seen so far. As always. But I think this is going to be a game of tactics and technical display of ability. Something that's quite interesting that Spain do is there one dodgeball on the ground, but they are not going for it. They are trying to use their dodgeball people to their beaters to screen out and rely on their physical chaser defense. But yes, still Hector now subbing off.
Yeah, we're almost at the second line of the Spanish team. Jorge is the only one still on from the first drive. Pass to him, but he slips.
Unlucky. That was, it was like a Hail Mary pass, but actually sometimes I think those are quite nice. Ooh. Yeah.
This is like a really small thing you have to be careful.
Yes.
Because if he only touches the ball,
yes,
it is a legal a legal contact from behind.
Yeah.
But I think he gave her too much of a shove.
Yeah.
So that's why the yellow card is here.
I think you can hear the contact from skin to skin, and that's the bit that you're not allowed.
Yeah.
But I always find it's quite a dangerous attempt when they're tucking the ball in. If the ball is being held out, then yes, you've got a lot more flexibility, because if they move, they can obviously you're just not going to hit the hand, you're going to hit nothing.
Yes.
Another substitution in the green headband for Belgium.
Great shot from Glenn Bellego from Ghent, I think. From Ghent. Yeah. I think they have two of the best shooters on the pitch right now. Did I see Joy somewhere? Joy is right next to Glenn. Yes. There's still shots on now.
Yeah. Glenn is a very good shooter, but unfortunately very... so I wasn't sure what was going on there. Glenn, very good shooter, but not the most, very forgetful as well. And I try to remember what the right word was there, but very forgetful, having forgot the mouth guard and boots this weekend.
Oh no, did you have to buy both completely new?
No, luckily I think Douglas Bryant of England had a mouth guard that was unused, and he's using my boots.
Oh!
I bought them this morning for him, because I am not playing. Good tackle there, attempt. Good beat from Hezulu. Second tackle again. Glenn still pushing through. Managed to get the ball out though.
Still safe. Lanan Ots is helping with the beat-out pressure.
Yeah, this is a really physical style of defense that we're seeing, and I think this is what I think the lineup at the moment is 2 for Madrid. Good steal there from number 14 of Spain, I think also plays for Madrid Lynx. Looking for that pass, switch to Jorge, who's been marked right now, so passes to Stabel as the shoulder.
I know that Annemarie Stabel played as a soccer keeper before. She did some amazing saves at EQC, playing for Madrid Lynx.
Yep. Really nice tackle there from Glenn. Good dodge though from Jorge. Second tackle again from Glenn, really strong. Jorge managed to get it out, and the ball is still with Spain. Drives, steps, passes, misses, shoots. Goal was good the first time.
Yeah.
Goal was good the first time, and I believe the referee Niklas is just saying we did call a stoppage. Everyone just stop. Contact from behind.
When the keeper was driving past Hanne, it was like this last effort, which is the one I was talking about before, that gets not carded that much. But
it's Niklas is obviously a very experienced, very good head referee, who I think is quite strict with the rules, which sometimes can result in minor infractions, like we saw with Jorge's slap being a full yellow card, but it is the letter of the law, and I think a lot of these players know Niklas.
Yeah, you know what you're gonna get with him.
Yeah. Really nice split beat there. Good beat out from Hezulu. And Manu with the ball passes off to the keeper, looking for the second pass for Stabel. Passes right over the top. Manu unfortunately gets beats again.
And this is the play where the Spanish people thrive in.
Yeah. Oh. A bit of chaos. I think that is something that teams like, I would say, England and Germany struggle. When there is when there is a lot of chaos going on, you need a bit of creativity, and teams that are very well drilled and militant in their tactics and their formations and their styles, unfortunately struggle to adapt. Shot attempt there from Glenn, very wide.
Very wide, very out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a bit low.
Belgian beater is really far behind.
Yeah, but there is the other beater whose name I cannot remember for the life of me, but very nice.
Mees, I think it's Mees.
Mees. A newish player, I believe, only for a few years, but went to
This was a very blatant controversy right in front of Niklas.
Ilya knows already. Yeah. Again, if you're stepping forward, you probably can't tackle them from behind. I like to sometimes do this tackle from behind. I like to stand and wait for them to come towards me, and then just take them down with me, ideally. Or you pressure, you put your hand on their chest, and then you slide your hand all the way around so that you're maintaining contact. So even if you are running forward with them, because you initiated from the front, you can tackle them from behind.
Also, a tackle that feels illegal but is completely legal is if you have one hand in front and put the second hand around the back, like happened right now with Manu. Perfect example at that moment. Great defense again, and here's the fast break happening.
But they have 2 dodgeballs on defense, but they are still running. Okay, they are resetting. They only have 3 chasers and 1 dodgeball. Good beat there, but Hector cleans up that one on his only half. Shot! Goal is beautiful there from the keeper, number 11, Adri.
It might be a chance for a triple bludger control if he can make the beat. So now Belgium has all 3 bludgers on their own side.
But the problem is they weren't quite quick. Beautiful catch there from Hector.
And on the offense we have Glenn pass to number 23 and a quick score. And the broom's down. There is a fun thing with Niklas during a game at EQC in Limerick. He said to me, I refed more games than you ever played.
Wow.
And which is quite possible. I believed him back then and believe him now even more.
That's a bit of a flex there to say that it's like I've had more, I've eaten this more than you have hot dinners, is the saying in English, I think. But that is, I honestly would believe him. I think every tournament I ever see online, Niklas is there.
Yes.
Obviously, and especially in Germany, very well known ref domestically. And very well revered internationally.
Yeah, you know what you're gonna get. You always know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, and whether you like Niklas' style or not, he's consistent.
Yes.
He is always, to the letter of the law, will card everyone equally, and that is kind of what you want, I guess.
Yes. I want to be treated equally.
Yes. I don't mind carding me strictly, as long as you card them strictly.
Yes, exactly.
That's my logic, and I think that unfortunately hinders the Spanish quite a bit. At Q Nations last year, I think they had the most cards.
Yes.
There was a lovely statistic. It was a lovely prediction sheet put together by Ashara Paris this weekend, and on my prediction, I had Spain as being the team most carded this weekend.
I mean, they're well on their way right now. With like 4 by now.
I think they are on about 4 in less than 1 game. Good averages. Nice pass over the top to Ilya. Ilya tries to flick it back, unfortunately. Lana, the bit of pressure there from Lana is too much. Manu tries to stop, slow down.
Great stutter step. Passes back.
Glenn looking, running round. Good block there for Manu. But the ball is back with Marks. Second attempt, drive through. Nice little hand swat there to stop the tackle coming in there. I've not really seen that much, where you've got the ball in your dominant hand, if you're right or left hand, you pull it tucked in underneath your other one, which is holding your broom, and you use it to swat the person away.
It's something I practice personally, but I only can do it in practice. I haven't done it in a game. Well, I think I did once in like 6 years, which is not a good.
I think there's such a high level skill. Again, the only other people that I've seen doing it were Sam Spencer of South Sea in England and Seb Waters of LQC in England.
Some American players, US players can do it really, really well.
You picked up the ball.
Cool. Ball to Hector. Goal is good. I'm not sure what the score is.
I can take a quick look while the...
It is 10-4. I'm going to go to the Belgiques. Timeout called by Spain. Okay, you are the Spanish captain right now. What are you saying to your team?
So the things that looked out like the most promising things were when they had the chaos in front of the Belgian hoops. Mm-hmm. But it's really hard to force chaos, especially against the experienced team like the Belgian one. So they have to get control more often. Yes. I know they're used to playing even without balls at all, but it will not work against the Belgian defense, and if they want the chaos, they need to produce chaos with beaters.
I think they're trying this over-the-top pass, which is coming off sometimes, but for the last few attempts, their passes have been a little bit shorter. I think maybe they need to be a little bit closer, and then having a second person who's aware that the first receiver is going to be beat out, because we've seen Lana there put pressure on that receiver, and Ilya was unfortunate with the last 2 attempts. Basically just like all she could do was just swat it back, and it didn't have enough power. What you want to be doing if you're that receiver is taking that beat, making sure that that dodgeball is hitting you, and then you have a second player on your team able to come and scoop up that loose volleyball or loose quad ball.
Yes, either it's just a one contact pass you have to hit,
Yes.
or you need to have a 80-40 is the call right now. 80 to 40. Oh, this was like this. And
Yes, still close though. 80-40. If you are Spain, when you with their seekers, I think Hector is their seeker, Alberto is their seeker. They have very good seekers, and the chaos of the dodgeball game during that moment might favour Spain, especially with the physicality on hoops. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Pass over the top there from Manu. Unfortunately, it was a pass shot. Ilya was not quite in position.
Yeah, you have to be clear, because if you do try to do more shots, the chaser behind the hoops needs to stand further back to be able to get a chance to get the shot. So you have to either do one or the other, because both can't work.
Yeah, I quite like as a tactic, I haven't seen it much, but where people, when they attack from the baseline. So you go right to the back, and then you attack forward towards the hoops from there, if that makes sense.
This might probably be a pass after beat, yes. With an amazing long range beat from a Spanish beat, obviously.
Yeah. I'm not sure, maybe number 20, but good dunk there. That's how you meant to do it. I think that's Adri there with a really nice power. Oh no, it's not Adri, sorry, number 14.
No.
Yeah, I cannot.
I really wish to have a cheat sheet right now.
Yes, but anyway, as I was saying, I think if you're a receiver behind the hoops, what I think is a nice and underutilized tactic is actually running along the boundary line and then running forward once they've made that shot attempt, so that you can judge, once you've seen how high that shot is going, whether you need to be further back to receive it, or whether you need to be further closer to the hoops, or judge left or right.
Great fake by Joy, but a block
by Manu. Manu, quite a tall player, very experienced, played for Ireland as he lives in Dublin, but also plays for Spain now. Ilya trying to set a block there on Sepe. Sepe shifts that block. No one really there for Manu. Manu passes across to Ilya, who scoops it up straight to Sepe to collect. That cutting pass, I really like it. I think it's massively underutilized. It's quite a difficult skill, but I think you need to be able to make that cutting pass where you slice through the defense, the person receives it and immediately knows that second pass is coming. A little bit of disjointedness there from Spain we've seen in the last few attacks.
It's a lot of timing that needs to go right with that one.
We're seeing a lot of like Spanish man marking defense, which it requires a lot of stamina, endurance and speed. Second warning there for delay of game.
Really close shot.
Hannah. Oh no.
Might be a diving call?
I think, or destruct. Yes, I think so. I think that's what I interpreted as. I believe Anja is probably saying,
or is it a kick
drop?
Or is it a kick by Hanne?
After beats?
No, not kick after beat, but if...
Oh, okay. Yeah, no call.
Because if the chaser from the other team moves their hand down to the ball, you're not allowed to kick it anymore. And I did not see it because there were a lot of players in our view.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
We got a quick call from a Spanish coach. It was a face beat, but it was...
Yeah. I really like when no calls are called. When it's a quick... Yes, something happened, not worth it, carry on.
And are you all right?
Yes.
This is also a really important question to ask.
Talking of moments like that, I saw an interesting one in the Austria game earlier. I think your immune keeper was tackled, the ball was swatted out of the hand. Sam Spencer, the assistant referee, did see it. Jenny missed it, who's the head referee. Yes. But you guys quickly recovered the quad ball and basically decided, Jenny went, you guys got the ball back, it's all fine. It's no harm done, which I think is a nice, fair call.
Yeah, but we have to be honest, it's something that Renna, this keeper that happened to, does like to do it.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't know this rule. Amazing display of athleticism, but actually not a goal.
Beat before.
Yes.
I think that beat was from Elena of Sevilla Vikings.
So, You were talking about the Spanish seekers before.
Yes.
But we can't leave out the Belgian seekers who were like two of the best in the world in Merckx and Deloy. Or not Deloy. Yeah, it's just Nick Loy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Stephanie Young with a long pass over the top, and unfortunately the Belgique chaser just an inch out of the height.
Oh, a missed beat, and now a lot of space for the Spanish team, the Belgian team.
Yep. Interesting though that Sepe didn't go for the return pass or drive. Goal no good. Again, another goaltending incident from the keeper, which we love to see. I think it's massively underutilized.
Yes, very much,
horrifically underutilized as a tactic.
Especially as a taller keeper, you should just like try to block through the big hoop.
In my years gone by, when I wasn't injured and used to play, what I really like to do as a keeper, I'm not the tallest, but I like to stand about a step behind my hoops to be able to jump forward and also be able to step side to side. Because by being behind the hoops, you can see all three of your hoops. You know exactly where they are, so you're not going to jump in the wrong place between the hoops, the gaps, and you'll also get that extra fraction of a second to react. Obviously, you might have to step up, and it does. You do suffer for that ability, but I think the trade-off. I think the trade-off is a lot more beneficial, in my opinion, as a shorter player. And unfortunate there, Jorge taps it into his own hoops.
Yes. I mean, it might have been through without it, but this way is even sadder.
Yes, it was a good stop, but unfortunately it just went in, and unfortunately not wearing the green headband meant he couldn't block his own thingy. Block his own...
I think that's the first time that Louis is on the pitch as a beater for...
I think Louis started.
Oh yeah, he started, yeah.
But it's the first time we're seeing Louis back. And good beat back there from Hezule. Yeah, stoppage for an injury. Stephanie Young just down there from the contact that happened earlier. So, I think at this point, the game is probably obviously in favour of Belgium. And I think once the flag runner comes on the pitch very shortly, in the next few minutes probably, I think the game should start to favour Belgium even more. There we are.
But they had control most of the game, which is like one of the most important things you can have during flag on pitch.
Yeah, but the thing is, when the flag runner is on pitch, all it takes is for, as I said, we're talking about the Spanish Sigzola, Alberto, very athletic, as we saw with that block earlier, half a yard, less than a second. I've seen Alberto catch in the tightest of windows when there was another seeker and two beaters around, and Alberto still manages to sneak in there. And I think that's what this Belgian team needs to be really wary of. But in the volleyball game, I think it does favour Spain, as they seem to be a lot more physical and aggressive, a lot more further out from their hoops.
Yes. With
this man defence. It's one-to-one physical defence. Lots of running. And unfortunate there for Sepe.
Yeah, but an amazing pick by Nick. Another thing that I think is massively underutilized and really, really strong if you can actually do it.
Yes.
I mean, it's always dangerous to make it tighter because beaters have it a bit easier.
Yeah.
But if you use it effectively, you open up so much space for the driver.
I think the thing that I find it's used a lot in the English game at least, but what is not used is the pick and roll. Is the pick and roll. Not the right choice there from Elena. Elena should have just picked it up there, despite Louis' pressure.
Where is the
pass over the top?
Oh, with Nick.
Pass over the top.
Yes.
Good block. Good save. But yes, the pick and the roll. So setting a really nice screen is beautiful, but you don't just want to go, you know what? I made a really good pick there. I mean, you just pat yourself on the back while the game is still going on. You want to stay involved. There is only 4 of you in the quadball game. You want to be able to impact it as much as you can. Set that pick and set the roll. Really nice pass there. Really nice athletic goal from Jorge, who was a pass over the top. Tipped it to himself. I don't know if we got this on camera, but he tipped it to himself over the player, was falling down. Nick tried to tackle him, was falling, dived, threw it off the top of the hoop. It bounced in. Oh my God.
But they're...
Charge from behind, there we are.
Yep.
The goal was good.
Goal is good, yeah.
Man.
Goal is good and nullified by score.
Yeah.
So Nick stays on pitch.
That might be one of the greatest things I've seen in the sport. Like, it was at no point did Jorge have control really of it. He tipped it over someone. It was a loopy, lofty pass tipped over a player, caught it, then got pushed from behind, as we've seen by the card, and dove and flicked it in. Oh, oi, bellissimo. But yeah, so let's see what happens in the second game. I believe Mark should probably catch fairly soon. Not a discredit to the flag runner at all, but Mark is a very experienced.
You can't give either seeker more than like 15 seconds, 10 seconds, maybe even 5 seconds.
Yeah,
alone with the flag.
I think 2 attacks. If either of them have 2 clean attacks,
it's over.
It's over. I think it hit the ground there. But let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think they're relying on
that
the flag
means that
runner.
the Spanish team got the control back. What do you say? Athleticism in one attack.
Oh my God! Sorry. I said Jorge's goal earlier might be one of the best things I've seen. That might be one of the best things I've ever seen. While being attacked by the Belgique seeker, the flag runner turns and Alberto out of nowhere flies in, slides, grabs it, and then the flag runner carries on. Alberto goes, "Oh, I've got it." He didn't even realise it was in his hand. Wow. Oh wow! I'm sorry. That was no words.
Yeah. The big thing to try see the Spanish beater argue, the Belgian beater argue right now is that the foul happened before. If someone saw it.
So I think what the foul was, it was a beat attempt on number 32, Barbara. I believe it was close. It looked like it hit the ground based upon the ball was bouncing up slightly when Barbara caught it between the legs.
Yeah.
I think
this is the thing, it needs to be seen. If someone saw it and caught it, then they can talk about it. If nobody saw it, then...
I think Anjit may have saw assistant referee in the sunglasses, may have seen it, but called it fine. And equally, in my opinion, I don't think it impacted the catch as much, considering that Louis was by the flag runner.
Yeah, that's the next thing you have to think about. Did it impact the game?
And Barbara immediately went back to defence, didn't beat out Marks, which meant Alberto didn't have the uncontested time. The catch came because of something going on with...
You have to look good now for the camera.
we're just posing for our photos there, as we love to see it. But yes, as I was saying, maybe the argument you could say if that Belgium had both dodgeballs, they wouldn't have overcommitted. Louis might not have overcommitted, but I think that doesn't take away anything from the sneakiness of the catch, the athleticism, the speed.
The catch in and of itself was absolutely amazing, and if nothing around it happened, it is definitely a good catch.
Yeah, I think it will be interesting to see exactly what the discussion. I think the catch. I think it's not about the catch. I think they're discussing whether anything else happened.
Yes. There's also have to look at gender rules. If we have a gender rule with a 3 max rule at this tournament,
and 4 max on snitch on pitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they've ruled that was a beat, but see, in my opinion, I think that is harsh considering the beat wasn't called to my knowledge.
But she affected maybe not the flag game, but she affected the chaser game.
Of course, yes.
Because the running back and having both beaters at the hooks is a big difference.
It did impact, and it is the right call according to the letter of the law. I just don't know if Barbara was called beat.
That's something we will never know actually.
Yeah.
Okay, reset, refocus. It's 0-0.
We have recatch, I guess.
Yes, recatch.
But I think what that has done. 1 second.
Something was called for Geo. Something important this might happen. Everyone is resetting to play again. Both seekers should be on broom. Yes, they are. Let's see if another quick catch happens.
Yeah. I think what that catch will do though is although the Belgique know how good Alberto is, that will really solidify how good Alberto really is.
Yeah.
As you can see, Jona there trying to just getting to Alberto quickly before, and Mark's not close enough.
if I remember correctly, this is a German flag runner, and as you see, he is a running flag runner, which is something that doesn't happen a lot
Not anymore.
in the game. Yes.
Oh! And Alberto once again, sneaking in. Mark's frustrated there, having put a lot of effort, but Alberto just getting in, side by side, bit of strength in, and swiping that.
Having the inside line, which is like very important in racing and flag catching, it seems.
Maybe you can train to be a seeker by watching the Formula One and understand these angles, these tight insides. But yes, so the score is
90
to.
The Belgian team has 90.
Belgian team has 90.
That's 6 they caught 1990.
Oh, it's 1990 with target score 120. This is like the perfect overtime you can have.
Yes, and I think this is where for Spain you need to utilize this and use the momentum to carry it on. Manuel there getting that reset long pass. Sorry, not Manuel. Resetting that long pass and looking for the players. Chrissy on the right, Stabel on the left, and Adri behind, now switching to the shoulder on the 11, keeper Adri there. I believe beaters are Hector and Bablo's in the bin. Long pass at the top.
Sadly, he had it from the floor because it was slipping. Belgium switched over to like kind of a person marking in front, which was interesting to see. Missed beat against Seppe, so he has an open way. One dodge, one score.
That's one. Two left.
Two left.
I think if you are Spain here, I think regrettably I think they might lose this game, but I don't think this thing's a lot closer.
It was an amazing showing, yes.
Yeah.
It also makes this group really, really interesting. Yeah, there's a stoppage right now.
I wonder if this is going to be called on Louis' beat attempt, where Belgium had two dodgeballs. Louis had one in his hand and nearby him, and he threw it at number 5 Chrissy, which technically is legal, but it was quite low. So maybe you can make the argument that it wasn't a true attempt because it looked like it bounced before. I think if it bounces before it gets to them, that is technically not a beat attempt.
This is one. Oh, it's a no call, but I think it was the thing that we're discussing about. I have to admit, beater rules, since I don't play beater and not an assistant ref, I really struggle with beater rules.
Yeah. As someone who has read the rulebook hundreds and thousands of times in my dreams, I know the rules from a practical standpoint in terms of how they should be played and how they should be enforced, but there's the micro nuances. I have passed the tests, apart from the head ref test, but it's those micro nuances and the wordings, and that's where it can cause a lot of confusion, which is where I think a lot of non-English language speakers really struggle because of the interpretation and the translations of the rules. Good dodge there. Pass over top, flicks in, and scores there by Stabel.
Yes, it's a nice situation of 110 to 100 with the target score of 120. They need to stop Belgium now to have a chance at a win.
Yeah, really nice there. Hezule fighting against Louis. Louis wanting to try and get the dodgeball off Hezule, and Jono trying to close it down, but passes right at the top. He gives it. Hezule gives it back to Hector.
Pass in the back.
Good catch. Bit of a loopy pass, looking straight over to Seppe. Seppe will want to close this out. I think, is it goal for them, one left? Yes.
One goal left, yes.
And 2 for Spain.
Correct, yeah.
Two for Spain,
two
one
for Spain,
one for Belgium. Good beat there from Hector.
Joy has the ball. There's a beat happening. Pass to the side. And this is probably, maybe, who will know, the win.
I think the Spanish team
Ref?
staff member,
coach. He's a coach actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
was saying that the ball went out.
Yeah, arguing with an out of bounds.
Yeah. From my angle, we have the luxury of being basically about 2 steps from it. I think it was out.
And this is a call that's happening by the ref team.
Yeah. And yet again, quite close. Called it and got the right call in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it should be a Chrissy inbounding number 5. Yeah. There we are.
Yeah, inbounding here on the side.
Yeah. again, Anje has been in the right place for every single instance. That is the mark of a
Game-deciding instance.
Yeah,
especially. Yeah.
But that's the mark of a good assistant referee, understanding the game and knowing where you're meant to be in relation to the game.
And not in the way when you don't need to be important. Good physical tackle from the Belgium team.
Trying to keep that ball out, Chrissy. Unfortunately, the ball is Hector coming in to clean this up. There we are. Both of them beats. That's okay. That's interesting.
Was a pretty low contact with the face. I don't know the exact rules if we can contact.
I think it was incidental. Don't shoot. Oh, half a second too late. You need to call that. You need to explain to your teammates that there is a beater over there. They are armed. You can't go. You got to be quicker.
Yes. Especially on this level. It's the highest level possible in Europe right now on the national team level.
And especially when it's a moment like that where that goal would have put it into golden goal range.
Yes, and now they have to stop Belgium again.
Yep.
Pass to the right, back to Josse van Steenkiste.
Miss.
Shot over the hoops.
Tips the hoop.
Joy has it.
Yeah. Upside for Spain there. Only 2 hoops to defend, as one went down on that. Alberto tracking. Goal. Undecided. Keeps going. Play to the whistle. Play to the whistle.
Ball is on the right.
Play to the whistle. Play to the whistle. Alberto scores.
And we are now in a golden goal situation.
Yep.
Yes.
Play to the whistle. That's what you have to do. And whether it was goaltending, whether it went in, it doesn't. You have to carry on.
Yes.
One left. If that's good. Una más. Stephanie, una más. Okay, that's if that's called. That's if that goal was called good, and the other one's called
1 second.
No
The ref is.
Oh.
Okay, the goal was good.
The goal was good.
And again, a ref was in the right position.
Yep.
The goal ref was able to see it.
Yeah.
It was a great game to watch.
It was a very athletic game. I'm excited to watch this one back and watch many more games today. I've been Gio.
I've been Matthias.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
That was fun. So I did not pay much attention to that game as much. I was just hyped. That game was hype. And I want to watch both those Alberto catches back. Phil.
Amazing, yes.
So we used to play for us in Unspeakables in London.
Yeah.
Human highlight reel, we called him.
Oh, he was playing for you.
Yeah, that's why I ended up playing with Malaga, because I know Alberto.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I've known Alberto since I started playing in 2017. But yeah, I should say congratulations.
Change memory cards or anything.
57 minutes, I will change your I think we've dropped the score and suddenly it's gone. Other than that, at lunch I'm going to do a hard reset and everything.
Sweet.
recording.
So,
From 2 to 7.
But if you're in America and all of our refs are American.
yeah, so that one's recording. Women announced there, but I've been trying not to use it quickly anyway. So I'm going to switch camera because keep it as wide as I can.
Oh, yeah.
So, obviously when Sue's gone, we just try to get as much as you can.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
Okay, but that's technically like.
Well, it's kind of working, but we're recording it anyways. So the stream is on. They can watch in you right now, right? I think so, yeah.
issue. The ball's here. They got this. They go to pick it up and then they fumble it. And they do that. By this point, I've got to them because at this point I assume they'd get the ball and do this. I get to them. I pull out the tackle and it's not receiver. How are they in the air? Back contact. There's a straight red and I had it in a screen to say on the Twitch. Someone was filming on the camera. So she went after and went, look, how the fuck? And they went, okay, there's no precedent for this at the moment, so this is no evidence. But for the next fixture and stuff, we're going forward that if it's appealable. So that's why it's not appealable. So yeah. No, yeah, pitch 2. This is 2. This one here. Commentator.
Oh, sit next to you? No, you can actually get the seat by yourself because I'm just cameraman.
No, I don't need it yet. So if you want it,
Do you have anyone else that wants to do with you?
I think Faye is coming, but
Cool.
yeah, they're not here. I'm just gonna talk to other people.
Fair enough. Yeah. Basically, he's by the. Yes, I am.
Apparently I'm alone.
Oh,
I don't know.
fun. You'll be able to speak.
Can I lower it or? Is it... Yes. Do you want to join me? Yeah, get a chair. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So Faye Davis is on the schedule, but they're not here. So maybe we'll just do it together then. Yeah, nice.
My other goal of the weekend. Should be brown.
There is a German saying about that, but I'm afraid we're on tape here. So.
Oh, okay. Keep it, oh, they're hearing us already?
Yeah, I
Alright.
think we are very soon to start a game. Switzerland against Turkey. Switzerland in white, Turkey in red.
Gonna look up the spoilers.
Turkey with a very fast start,
And
almost scoring on their
scoring.
own goals.
Luckily,
They got both balls. They won both contested balls, but then almost.
that would have been the goal of the tournament.
I mean, in the Soccer Euro, Turkey scored some own goals, so no, but I'm sure they will.
Football in Europe, though. We should call it football.
Oh yeah.
And great grip. It gets out. Pass over the hoops. Another pass over the hoops, but there's no.
Good physical defense by Switzerland there. They recovered the quaffle, and they are now making their way forward. Okay, we see the Switzerland approach of trying to get bludger control back from the Turkish team. The pass was a bit too close to the defending Turkish beater, and
Now a great pass by Fakert. Doesn't quite reach it in time. Pass over the hoops, and that's too high, unfortunately.
Sirayuk's a long year veteran of the game, and Fatih Aykurt just missing a shot on the small hoop. Turkish beaters protected from being a double reset. So it looks like both teams are still finding their way into the game. Some missed shots, some unconnected passes. This one went out, so Switzerland inbounding.
The game stays goalless for now. Looks like Switzerland is trying to do it calmly. Doesn't try to rush into anything.
Yeah, so we have two Turkish beaters quite close to the hoops with their bludgers. What would you do for recovering that bludger? Like, how would you approach the situation?
Ooh, great shot. And actually a very nice pass shot over the hoops. Doesn't quite connect, and here comes Turkey. And that's the first goal of the game.
Easy counter-attack, so Switzerland had to commit a lot to get that bludger, and then had not enough resources left to defend.
So how would you attack against the two low beaters?
Yeah, so
Normally?
the main idea would probably be to get the beaters' attention with a quaffle to help the offensive beaters to get a bludger from them, while at the same time keeping the quaffle safe enough. That's
You actually see quite a low block from Turkey. Not only are the two beaters down, but they also have two chasers at the hoops. Which we call a two-man defense.
So Switzerland lost the quaffle but got bludger control, and now Turkey's got it back.
And then can't quite finish it off.
Oh,
Messy from Turkey's side.
oh, the Swiss beaters kept bludger control, I'm sorry. They are now subbing.
The score stays 1-0. 1-0 to Turkey. We've seen female ball carriers from both teams now.
Turkish press.
Good drive, good tackle. And then Turkey win out in the hustle. Now there's a quick counter. And that's a great save by the Swiss keeper. Keep the score 1. We've seen two now quite fast transitions by Turkey. And maybe a third.
Yeah, Turkey changed their defense with the beaters, and they're using the bludgers more now and pressing more. Maybe that's a reaction to the Swiss beaters not being or playing more conservatively with their bludgers on offense, and the Turkish beaters now have room on defense to attack the quaffle.
Another shot just too high.
And the keeper saves it again.
I feel like Turkey are trying to lob it into the high hoop for the third time now. One time it was just over, and twice it had been blocked by the very tall Swiss keeper. Might have to switch up their tactics a bit. And that's a shot by the Swiss chaser number 10. That one goes too high as well.
Turkey on the counter attack, pushing it forward against two bludgers. Great contact by the Swiss chaser, and Turkey still gets the quaffle out.
I don't think Turkey are going through these the Swiss defense as easily as they would have liked. Turkey, of course, not favorites, but a very good team. While Switzerland has historically has never been one of the contenders. But
Yeah, that's right.
always
That's right.
bring fun and pleasant Quidditch. Or quadball, sorry.
That's nice passing game and a good finish. Chaser number 7 for Turkey, faking twice and then scoring through the mid-size hoop. Turkey with two bludgers again on defense. And beater number 16, which is Hakan, I think, attacking the quaffle, and they recovered it.
Interception by Turkey. And a very physical point defender from Switzerland. Not afraid to tackle high on the pitch.
Number 7 holding their own against contact by the Swiss point defender. And we hear the Turkish team yelling bludger yoke, which means no bludgers.
Good
And we
passing from
see
Switzerland there.
great passing game with a great finish by Silla.
Great play. And here comes Swiss hunting for their first goal.
Yeah, we see the third Swiss lineup here, I think. So they subbed the lineup twice. No? Great contact by Team Turkey.
And now they're trying to look for a transition counter again. Here come Turkey. Great long pass. And
Almost got the interception.
then we have a stoppage for a head injury maybe. It doesn't look too bad. What do you rate Turkey's chances this tournament, Leander?
Well, I think they performed very well against Belgium, Team Belgium.
They most definitely did.
They were playing a tactical nuance. I think using better defense against them. We see a very different defense here, so that proves they are technically very versatile. They have great female players that show their skills on offense and defense already. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go top 5.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they have a good shot at making semi-finals at least, so top 4. And I think in the semi-final and final games, like anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not sure they have the depth like Germany have or England. But, yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Might have a good shot.
We see a Swiss fast break, but runs into a bludger. Uses the reset well. so Switzerland can keep the quaffle. German ref pushing the speed of the game, warning for delay.
Switzerland is actually playing a bit like Belgium in that they have a very large square with long passes. Unfortunately, those passes don't always connect. That was a messy pass by number 25 from Turkey. You speak any Turkish?
I know bludger yok, which means no bludgers.
Okay.
And I know çok güzel, which means very, very nice.
I was trying to understand some of what they were saying in their sub box. We're sitting just next to the sub box of Turkey, but couldn't make up anything. Ooh.
Good physical defense here by Team Turkey.
And that's a Swiss ball actually. It was a last touch by a Turkish player, so
And
put it
he's
in.
going for the tackle again, but
Now a
loses
long
his broom.
Pass by Switzerland.
That was enough to recover the quaffle though.
Unfortunately, that one doesn't connect either.
Turkey is taking their timeouts.
Which I think is quite surprising actually. When you're leading and it's calm, there's not really a need to go for a timeout.
Maybe it's about the depth thing that you
Maybe.
pointed out.
And if you look at the two sub boxes, you can see that the Swiss have like maybe not double, but almost double the amount of players. Of course, also about the quality of those players in the sub box. What do you think Switzerland is saying in their huddle right now? What do you think they have to do to get their first goal?
They might be looking for a way, or might be talking about a way to more methodically get a bludger out of the Turkish defense. They played well when they had two bludgers and kept the control for a while, but getting control was their problem in this game, I think. So maybe they're talking about a method to recover it.
I think they're also missing some kind of drive power. I think they're very... In defense, we've seen them get quite physical. They're not afraid to go into contact. But when it comes to offense, I think they're lacking maybe there to just drive through one or two players to get at least some attention of the beaters and the
I agree.
defenders. Then pass it off and then do something. I think they're passing it off too quickly right now. I think.
They're keeping the quaffle too safe, maybe.
Yeah.
And then losing it to unforced errors, rather than risking it a bit more with a drive, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see if they have come to the same conclusion as us. Now it's bludger control and quaffle for Turkey. So you would assume that they have like the time for a well-organized attack. So I'm expecting a Turkey goal right now. And then we see actually...
They're going for an up arm, so the Turkish beater threw back the bludger to attack physically the last standing Swiss bludger. Good interception. They could not make good use of their bludger control and the quaffle there.
Now I think both teams are actually quite struggling with the same problem of trying to give two long balls behind the hoops.
Yeah.
And then missing it out to hard throws or...
So penetrating the defense physically, that's what we would like to see more of here, right?
And here we see a first drive, but then
a shot, like a preemptive shot maybe.
I think also the shot was a bit too early. I think he could have waited a bit longer.
That's right.
Fortunately, that means also a quick transition by Turkey and a good counter.
But that's easy for us to say.
Obviously.
If you have an intimidating point defender in front of you,
it's very scary, I agree. The Turkish defenders, of course, they look quite... They're not the smallest people, especially number 19 there. It's quite
and
physically in good shape.
Yeah, and lots of them showed their tackling prowess already.
Yeah, we see a little struggle there between the two female beaters.
Referee calling a delayed penalty in favor of Switzerland, I think, which is at least what the assistant referees signaled.
They need a little bit more time to discuss what happened. I didn't really see it.
I didn't see what the foul was, so it could be a beater foul because I was watching the quarter right now. There is no call.
The call is no call.
So that means Turkey is inbounding the quarter.
You know the score? Fortunately, we can't see the score as you can on the screen, so I just have to look it up.
Turkey going for a slow attack again, even though they have two bludgers. They're keeping one bludger at their own hoops and going for napalm again. So we see Ali Deniz, number 0, going in for the physical attack on the last standing bludger in the Swiss defense. But a missed pass stops that Turkish offense before they can score.
It's actually 5-0 to Turkey in minute 12.
Turkey is still in a comfortable lead with 5 goals. They don't really need a goal right now.
Once again, the Swiss are passing it around, and then a long shot. Yeah, I think they're still missing the drive, the extra second or two before giving the pass.
Yeah, that's true.
And also in the beater game, the Turkish beaters have complete control. Having bludger control for quite a long time now.
Yeah, they're only playing napalm, so not risking the bludger control, and that means Switzerland is not getting bludgers in the Turkish offense.
And any attempt of counter by the Swiss are immediately stopped.
The Turkish beater just took out basically the whole Koffer lineup of Switzerland. They're back in the game now, so Turkey still has a defense to
You will see that
pass through.
drag, pass. We have seen a little fault by someone. We're gonna get a card, a blue card. You see the Swiss beater interacting with the ball after she was beat, which is of course not allowed.
She's complaining about the Turkish beater's bludger tapping. Nice goal after a nice pump fake by Cansu Bozkurt from Turkey.
Number 4. I'm not gonna try pronounce that name.
Cansu Bozkurt, that's her name, I think.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, long-standing Team Turkey player.
Little fake first and then to the left.
And you can see the experience.
And that's the first goal for Switzerland.
Oh wow. Okay, so that was a bit unlucky.
So a little miscommunication maybe behind the hoops of Turkey.
Missed pass going right into the Swiss keeper's hands.
Then you have to finish it, so well done by the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she just gave it to the Swiss player instead of one of her own teammates. Unfortunate error.
And again, we see the player number 4 of Team Switzerland playing physically, and then the tall keeper
this time the
saving
Swiss
it again.
have anticipated the shot on the lower hoop. Yeah, he's blocked quite a lot of shots now.
Yeah.
It was his 3rd block of the game. It's not bad. Albi. Once again, I think the pass there is
tiny bit too early.
too
That's the
eager
extra
to
second
give-
you're talking
too
about.
eager to give it off. think that's really the biggest point Switzerland have to improve on. Don't be afraid to hold the ball 1 or 2 seconds longer. Take some extra steps, draw a bit more defenders or beaters towards you before passing it off.
We see passing in by Team Turkey, moving the Swiss defense around.
Swiss trying to harass the ball carrier as high up the pitch as possible. Great screen, but then a shot. A little bit so high. Happens to everyone, I think. I've certainly done it.
Of course, maybe he felt it. He just felt that the
feel
loop was
it,
open, and if you feel it, you have to take the shot. So we're in the 17th minute now, so this flag runner will come on in a couple of minutes.
I think we have a French flag runner.
And we see more physical defense by Team Turkey.
Once again, not the best of passes, unfortunately. I think I've lost count of how many times the Swiss have lost the ball now behind the hoots because of a bad pass or an unforced error.
Yeah, it looks very hard for them to win their one-on-one against the point chaser, and I think they should use other methods against it. For example, a bludger, like a tap beat, or using a chaser screen to just get the Turkish defense moving. As long as the point chasers keep winning their one-on-ones, Swiss is not penetrating.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Have to try something, and getting in the bludgers in the attack might be way
we
to
sit
stir
here
up the Turkish defense.
enjoying the sun, and we have all the time to think about tactics. Might be more stressful for Switzerland. But I have scored 1 goal, so. Another premature shot.
Now the Seekers are getting ready. Wait, what's it called now? The flag runners?
The flag runner, yeah.
The flag runner and the Seekers.
That's right, yeah.
So no flag catchers.
No. I mean, you should know, that's your job.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's quite a... I forgot his name. What's his name?
Kylian.
Kylian. French flag runner. It's quite I think it's quite solid. Strong, fast.
Yeah, he's a very physical quaffle player, and now as a flag runner he might use some of that physicality too.
I'm not expecting a quick catch from either team. I think the Turkish seeker will have a lot of time, since Turkey seems to be in complete control of the bludger game.